The captain of the lost Volgoneft tanker had an expired license. This is from the Maritime Executive, and it was published on July the 25th, 2025. Russia's state environmental organization alleged in court this week that the operator of the two tankers that were lost in December of 2024 had multiple violations. The latest accusations of expired licenses came as the environmental watchdog is seeking further compensation and actions from the tanker operator to address the environmental impact of the dual casualties. The River Sea tanker Volgoneft 212 sank in a winter storm in December of 2024 while she was transporting 4,300 tons of oil. The second tanker of the same operator, Volgoneft 239, ran aground at the same time near the Kerch Strait. Together, the two vessels were carrying approximately 9,200 metric tons of heavy fuel oil. Authorities estimate that half the fuel has been released in the two incidents, and days later a third Volgoneft tanker, 109, also reported a leak while it was in port. As part of the suit, the Russian authorities told the court that the captain of Volgoneft 238 was operating the vessel with an expired license. It said the unnamed master's license was expired for several days prior to the vessel getting underway and encountering a winter storm. Some media reports had previously claimed that the helmsman on board the tanker was operating the ship alone, something that has been repeatedly denied. Russian authorities further said that the operator of the tankers, Volgoneft, was not certified to operate the vessels in open water during winter months. The company blames heavy winter weather in the region for both casualties. The reports highlight that the vessels are based on 1950s Soviet-era design. They were primarily built for rivers and calm water transport. The vessels are each approximately 133 meters in length, or 435 feet, and between 4 and 5,000 dWt. Reports said they were originally designed for seas less than 7 feet, but reports contend that the 239 was encountering waves of 25 feet in December of 2024 when she was lost. The bow section of the 239 remains submerged, which led to a dispute over the conditions. The court report said that the bow section continues to leak oil, and the next efforts at a recovery and sealing the leaks is not scheduled until October. The agency, however, quickly issued a denial, saying that no current leaks were detected. It said, however, it remains the responsibility of the operator and acknowledged the potential environmental dangers from further leaks. Volgoneft has been suing to prevent Russian authorities from taking over the salvage efforts, as the tanker operator contends that it would lead to an inflated cost. Russian authorities wanted the remaining fuel pumped from the bow section of the vessel. They told the court that the region has spent more than 211 million rubles, or approximately $2.7 million, on cleanup efforts. It said that nearly 200 metric tons of contaminated sand have been removed and over 310 miles of coastline has been cleaned. The city has sued the operator separately for the cost. Ukraine has also said it would seek to prosecute for damages it received from the drifting oil. The Russian authorities in February of 2025 launched an inspection program for all the Soviet-era River Sea tankers. The report said there were more than 500 tankers built in the 60s and 70s, and they would all need to be inspected, and none could return to service before the inspection has been completed. This is an absolute mess in more ways than one. The fact that the captain's license was expired only by a few days does not mean that he forgot how to operate the vessel, but taking a ship that old, probably built in the 60s or 70s, that was designed for rivers, out into the open ocean, where they were experiencing 25-foot waves. That's not very smart, no matter if you have a license or not. This is an absolute disaster. It sounds like half of it's been cleaned up, and they spent a lot of money doing it, but there's still a lot of potential for a lot more oil to be released into the environment. Alright guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one.